week trying so hard to produce a bridge bite, throwing paddle tails, soft plastics, old Florida bridges. I'm talking miles upriver. Good fish. Big snook. Big freaking snook. Wow.
There's a saying in fishing that every bridge in Florida holds fish, and while I find that to be true, it can actually be a daunting task to dial in a bridge bite for so many different reasons. First off, you're typically fishing deeper water and heavier structure, so it ends up being a combat fishing mission. Some bridges have more current and more structure that you can't see, while others don't, and you never know where the fish are going to be biting. In this video, I set out on a mission to go bridge fishing. I definitely understand that it takes a skilled angler to be able to do it successfully.
Good fish.
We spent over 4 days hitting different bridges, fishing different methods to make this video for you. I hope you enjoy it because it ended up paying off in an insane way.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome back to another episode of Abenz Fishing. Guys, I'm tired. I've been trying so hard to produce a bridge bite, and I feel like I've been trying to force something because I've been trying to produce a bridge bite in pretty much the freshwater estuaries of our river system. I'm talking miles upriver, and this is the time of year I always get my biggest snook, and I know they hang out around the bridges as the water temperature's warm, but it's been a grind, man. We've been at it for a couple days. I'm gonna bring you along this journey and let you see how hard it can be to get a quality fish. But we're gonna stick with it, get it done, throwing paddle tails and soft plastics around these old Florida bridges that are just way upriver because it can produce such quality fish. I've done it in the past. Before I even had my YouTube channel, it was something that I frequently did when I grew up on the West Coast. So I know I can replicate that bite, it just might not be the right time of year. Maybe I'll bite the bullet and stop. Or if you're seeing this, I probably end up making it happen. Anyways, if you guys enjoy the grind, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get into the video.
Told you guys you were coming on the journey, so day one started going way upriver, deep into some tiny creeks, throwing some top waters and soft plastics. We casted and casted and casted. I was with my buddy Nate, and we just didn't make it happen until we had a good moment while I was up top pitching the soft plastic when Nate got hit and I stole his fish. Check it out.
Mega. I'm gonna follow you up, bro. We're so effed if we get it here. Even if he just goes right with the slack at the end. Crazy, because we just went through there, bro. That was a freaking giant. He's not that big. I got her. I mean, she's not small at all. Yeah, it might be just over. You want to boger her? Yeah. I don't think she's going anywhere. Nice, dude. Sweet. Dude, we're absolutely grinding for a bite. This is probably a slot, right? You'd say so?
Yeah.
Topper, like close to top slot here. Good 28, 29 incher. On the Abenz spook, 6-inch. Yeah, I don't wanna get hooked with a hook that's been in this creek. Check her out, guys. Let him go. Ooh. I don't want that stinky water on me, girl. That was so lucky. I felt the spook hit me. I stole Nate's fish. Although I don't think that was your, I think that what hit you was bigger. And like we were talking about with the drone shots, I think that there was a school of 3 that pushed out. Did you cast back there again?
No.
Dude, send it. I'm gonna try it here again.
And just when we started to pick up our morale, we casted and casted and casted again for the next 5 hours and got absolutely nothing, guys. It's not all glitz and glamour. We freaking grind. Day 2, I was out with my wife, and we stopped by a bridge that I frequently pass over, and we got into a little bite, but it was enough for me to pattern out a big bite the following day. So check it out.
Okay. All right, y'all. So today has been a slow day, man. It has been an absolute grind. You know, yesterday I was fishing little bridges and creeks for that one nicer snook. Sorry, it's so freaking loud here. Motorcycles, boats, planes, trains, and automobiles. Today we're throwing this little 3-inch to get a little deeper at this bridge. We're way upriver again. And the name of the game is the tide sweeping towards the boat. And so I'm trying to bring the bait back naturally with the tide. There's not too much current way upriver, but in the areas that you can, oh, just got whacked instantly. In the areas that you can find current, you typically are gonna find fish. Oh man, what a good cast. I don't think I could cast any better than that if I tried. That's almost too good to where I'm too close to the piling. There's gotta be a good fish in here. It's the only area with current right now. At the point, like right at the front, the first 3 pilings are stacked. Got one. They're thick, babe. They're really thick. He choked it too. Like absolutely. That's a common snook. Choked the 3-inch Z-Man. Beautiful snook, getting heavily waked. Going back. The little ones fray you so much. Dude, if I get it next to this, I get hit every time. I might be able to pull 4 or 5 out of here. Oh my God, perfect cast, perfect cast.
At this moment, I knew that there was some fish there because I was getting pecked every time that I hit the bottom by the pilings. So I knew there was a stack. I later marked them there, but unfortunately I didn't have much time to fish, but this was going to set me up for an absolutely epic day the next day when I had more time.
What? Got one. Good one. Good one. Good one. What is that? Another little snook. They feel good when they're way down. This guy was 12 feet deep. Getting waked like crazy. This thing fought so hard on that 3-inch. Later.
So unfortunately, duty calls and I had to leave that day, but the next day I knew exactly where I was going to go so I could put some more time into on a solo mission, and it finally paid off and ended up being an awesome day with an incredible catch.
Alrighty, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Abenz Fishing. Today we're actually going to start off with a little bit of jigging at a bridge. I've been trying to make a video for so long, and I've been getting close. Like, I'll have like an okay day with a couple snook, and then I'll have like an okay day with this and with that, but it just has not panned out to where it's like I have a pretty high bar set for what I like to put on video and have as like a representation of my channel. And unfortunately, I just have not been hitting that. So it's been tough for me to get out here and like make the type of content that I want to make. But hopefully that changes today. We're gonna jig this bridge. We have a strong outgoing. It's almost the new moon. And we have the lowest tides that I think I've ever seen around here. I've been fishing this area for almost 9 years and lived here for almost 5 now. Oh my God, dude, that was such a good hit. Wow. I got absolutely throttled. How did that not stay? Because of that. Because my tail was in there. Are you freaking joking, dude? That was such an insane hit. That was a huge snook. I literally just got out here. I think I would have got worked. There we go. Fish on. They're stacked right there. What do we have? A little snook. This is not what hit the first time. But I'm going to treat every fish as if it's a giant. Check that out though. I think this is a fat snook. I hate when the barb is just like right there. Sharp gills. Okay. They're stacked, bro. Oh my god, dude, right here. Tangled it. Oof, we got some fish. We got some freaking fish. Dude, I'm gonna go shallower with these casts. I don't need to go that far. That's a good fish. Are you kidding me? Dude, how did I lose that? That was a big one. How in the world did I lose that? They're sitting right here, dude. They're right under the boat. Oh my god, thing almost took my arm off. It's not that big, but it's a better fish. Wow, they're stacked. Come here, buddy. Dude. Not the biggest snook, but a good fish. See her biting my thumb? This is on a right angler red-eye jig with this little 3-inch Z-Man, but they're stacked, dude. And I mean, this is stacked. Should have checked the fray. There we go. We're dialing them. We're dialing them. Better. Much better fish. Way better. There was one behind them, dude. They are just stacked. Good freaking fish, dude. That's a chunky little one. Check out that chunker. Absolutely inhaled the 3-inch. Let's let her back. They are stacked underneath the boat, dude. Wow. We're pretty frayed. I'm not gonna take any chances today. I'm gonna retie. Light tackle fishing, man. This is 40-pound test leader, 20-pound test braid, 7-foot rod. Another one. Dude, they are stacked. Look at this little guy. There's big ones though, make no mistake about it. If you turn these little ones upside down, they're a lot easier to handle. always check your fray, even with those little ones, because those little ones, believe it or not, will actually fray you more than the big ones. I'm gonna end up hooking into something huge. They're right here. It's the beginning of May. Good fish. Don't jump. Good one. Really good one. Absolutely hammering them on the jig bite. Dude. I have my drag set to pull one out of the piling. This is a good one. That's a really good one for what we're doing. So guys, these are coming on that little Z-Man with this right angler red-eye jig head. It's a 3/4 ounce jig head. That's the bait. Another 22, 23 incher. Maybe a little bigger, to be honest. But they're absolutely thumping it. But look at that fray. So frayed. Got to retie pretty soon. That fish was out. That was a bigger one. He was more out. You have to understand that I'm so far upriver, it's pretty much freshwater. And like there's gators here. But other than the gators, which I don't think eat the snook, there's not much predation. So these fish are not afraid to hold to the middle. And that's why that little bit of a better one came a little bit out. I'm gonna fish this thing up and down. I'm sure you guys could see, maybe not, the current is ripping to the bow. So I've done this a million times in a million videos, but I'm casting up current, letting it sink, feeling the bottom, twitching it. Feeling the bottom, twitching it. And they're hitting it as I twitch it. Some of the hits are much more subtle than others. And some of them are just wrecking it. Like when I first got that first hit, that thing wrecked it. And there's probably multiple schools. So there's probably a school sitting at the face of these pilings on the shadow line, facing the current, which is why you need to get ahead of them. And there's also probably a school on the other pilings. And there's probably a school at the front of them. So this bridge is probably loaded right now. Which is just wild, right? Because this is a perfect example of how I really can't emphasize enough that there's certain spots that should never be filmed, but this is a funny bridge because I pass by every day I launch. I launch right over there. And I mark it, and I fished it so many times. My wife can vouch, my friends that fish with me can vouch. Here and there I lose a good fish, get an okay fish, but I've never really had enough of a day to where they're stacked. And I know they stack up here, but it's just one of those things that this is like probably more than the 10th time I've come here and done this, and this is the best day. No size yet, but who cares? Anytime you can catch a snook in 12 feet of water on a jig with light tackle, that's a blast. All right, so we're starting to get less hits. A little bit might be time for a new jig. Let's try the middle. I can kind of sweep a better angle in the middle. There we go. Another little snook. Not bad. It's a fat snook too. It's a good fat snook, bro. Don't get as big as regular snook, but if you look at like the width here, crazy wide. Awesome. You guys might ask, why are you head diving them and not releasing them? There are pup bull sharks, gators, but honestly, I have such a tight drag that unless the fish is fighting, I've brought every fish in well under 30 seconds. It's kind of pointless. You don't need to do a full revival. Just head dive them. They get a rush of oxygen as they go down. It's not brutal. It's not barbaric. Anybody who says so doesn't fish very often. These fish are out of the water for 20 seconds tops. All right, so the bite slowed down in this corner. I don't even know how many I caught. I caught a good enough amount that there's a chance that they just either got spooked or moved. This isn't a spot that you're gonna get insanely high volume like around a pass on the west coast or an inlet around here. We're way up the river, so we kind of have to adjust. I'm gonna try scooting closer to hit the front of it, but my troller won't hold me up there, so we'll see. Good fish. Good fish. Really good fish. Really good fish. Oh my God, I cannot believe that I just got this fish out of there. Oh my God. Big snook. Big freaking snook. For this gear. Wow. It is fresh too. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Come around. She's hooked good. Giant fish. Giant. Oh. Oh. Solo net jobs are always a pain in the ass. Easy. Okay. Come on, I got you. The current. Come on. Oh my God, I got it. I got it. Whew. I need a breather. Lucky. Whew. That's a freaking giant, dude. That's a freaking giant. That's like a 38, 40-inch fish in this freaking bridge. Big fish. Whew. Oh my God, that's bigger than I thought. Wow. On the little freaking Z-Man. You gotta be freaking... Dude, look at that tank. Look at that freaking tank. On the dark matter psychedelic rod with the freaking Z-Man. I don't know how good this angle is, but oh my God, this thing is so fat. It's so freaking fat. This thing is so freaking fat and healthy. Wow. Look at this Z-Man coming out. Oh, one more look. That Big Bertha. Look at that thing. This one deserves a good release. This one deserves a good release. Wow. They try to fight you, and then overall it makes it worse. So we're gonna revive her for a good 3-4 minutes. I won't put it all in the video, but we're gonna chill here in this current until Big Bertha's good to go. That's close to a 40-inch fish, if not a 40. Super long. She's kicking pretty good. There we go, dude. I've said this before, guys. I've been grinding for you for a week. Hard, hot, and I don't know, man. Catching that on this little setup out of that bridge, it's got to be a subscribe, right? Got to be at least worth it. That's the bait of choice. We did it, boys and girls.